We'll look back here. Now these things kind of got messed up by the wind, and I think we'll have to support them a little bit differently next year. But these snowmen are actually just a high density grid, right? So 1-inch spacing. And then here we have the 2-inch spacing, which does the cannon and the splashes on the ground. And then we have another 2-inch spacing going the other way, which are slightly offset for doing the snowball going across the air, and then a repeat on the other side. So this entire thing, and unfortunately you kind of see that the wind's blowing this around a little bit. We've learned a bit. This isn't the right way to do this with this pulley system. We don't have the right rope. The rope is actually stretching a little bit over time, which has caused some of these things to come down a little bit and not look so nice. Plus the wind has just really blown things around. So we'll be securing this differently next year. But in concept it works quite well, where we basically have 1-inch pipe that's holding the frame together, and then a steel cable that comes down in a lot of different spots to anchor everything to the ground. We get all 5-volt pixels, so there is a Falcon controller here, and we use almost all the ports on it. Each strand is 1,000 pixels long. So they go through, and basically a lot of these things are just kind of one big huge strand, and so there's actually like 4 of them in this snowman here, or I believe 4 of them, and then there's like 1.5 here, and then that thing I think is like 2 of them, etc. So it just kind of keeps all the way going down. But there's the controller sitting there. It does have, just because I already had this pre-built, it has its own power supply. But the power supply is only supplying the controller with power. It doesn't actually go anywhere because it's a 12-volt power supply. Don't ask, I got it from somebody else's display that I bought out. But it works well, and because for our design, again, for these 5-volt power supplies, we are just having power sent and injected everywhere along.